All right, joining me for more is Dr. Syed Zafar Islam, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Rajiv Ranjan, Spokesperson, JDU, Mrityunjay Tiwari, Spokesperson, RJD, Sujata Paul, Spokesperson, Congress, Amitabh Tiwari, political strategist. Before I cut across to our political panelists, I want to bring in Mr. Amitabh Tiwari for a larger perspective on what we are witnessing. Amitabh Tiwari, tomorrow is D-Day in court where various petitions are going to be heard on the role revision where Bihar or even West Bengal is concerned. But the larger question, Amitabh Tiwari, is the opposition understands that it is an emotive issue because somewhere down the line it connects to, the kind of, the protest or the emotions we'd seen come up during the NRC controversy. All of that now surmounting the opposition trying to leverage it by a march to the EC today in Patna.
Yeah, essentially, the objectives of the opposition are manifold here. One is clearly that it wishes to put pressure on the ECI going into the hearings tomorrow in the Supreme Court. Correct? Because the demand is that this SIR should be put off, and if at all any SIR has to be held, it should be held on a national level and not only in Bihar to weed out the illegal citizens from the voter list. Second is clearly that this activity also charges up the cadre before any crucial election. The third is that the Mahagathbandhan wants to show solidarity with its core support base of poor, Dalits, backwards, minorities who allegedly fear that their names could be struck down from the rolls because of this SIR exercise. And the fourth, of course, is that there have been a lot of uh, issues and news regarding problems within the Mahagathbandhan. So this gives an opportunity to the leaders of the Mahagathbandhan to put up a united front before the voters of Bihar ahead of the crucial elections in Bihar. This is an emotive issue. We will have to see how the Supreme Court tomorrow listens to the various respondents and gives an order on this issue because this is eagerly awaited by the voters of Bihar.
Fair point. You underlined a multitude of issues on how the Mahagathbandhan is trying to capitalize on it and also, get a bit of wind right before elections, which are 3 months away. But Sujata Paul, the larger question that the BJP is asking, and it's a credible question, tomorrow the top court of the country is going to hear the petitions where it comes down to the special intensive revision of voter rolls in Bihar. Why the march today? Do you not have faith in the courts?
It's not about faith in the courts. Why would we put in petitions in the court if we didn't have faith in the courts? But it is the people of the nation who are the main stakeholders of this democracy. They own this democracy. We say Janta Janardhan hai. And that is why we have gone to the people, because people are also concerned about their votes. Out of 8 crore voters, if almost 3 crore voters are going to be disenfranchised, and these are going to be people from the marginalized society, the Dalits, the backward communities, the SCs, the STs, the OBCs, it is our duty to stand with them and take the fight onto the streets. And that is why we are doing it. Very important to understand that the BLO posts have not been filled, and the election commission is saying that the BLOs are going to be giving in names to the ERO, who will then decide. And look at the mockery of the ECI here when they say that the ERO is not going to be the final authority. After he decides, you can appeal. There are 2 levels of appeals. In 25 days, do you think this is going to be possible? In northern Bihar, there are floods. How are people going to be reached by these people? Of course, the EC is on the back foot. They are now saying that the 11 documents are not really required. But why did they not connect the voter list to the ration card, voter card, and the Aadhaar card? Everywhere you want people to be standing in lines. This is not acceptable anymore.
All right, fair point. Dr. Islam, to bring you in on this conversation, the fact is it's a highly emotive issue we've seen on ground as well with our multiple reporters. It's a mammoth task, especially for the youth, because most of them only have as identity and Aadhaar. While the top court is going to hear, the petitions tomorrow, the larger question prevails. And number one, it prevails from the fact that you are holding this mammoth revision exercise just 3 months away from an election during the monsoon season. where is the chance of redressal? Something that has been echoed not just by political parties, but by former ECs and other administrative staff, which they understand the process of redressal is long drawn. So if somebody is struck out of the list on the basis of not providing enough documents, he doesn't have a chance of redressal. The vote is over.
First of all, let me correct you, because you said that you are under spearheading this exercise. It is not us. It is not the political
No,
party
I'm not saying
which
you're
is undertaking
spearheading this exercise, but you're
It is being
supporting the
done by
exercise.
No, let me just come back to you. That I heard you. All I'm trying to tell you that it is the Election Commission, which is an independent body. They are conducting this exercise. They know exactly their job. They know, they are very confident, and there is a consensus among all the voters across India, except the political parties who have are being supported by illegal voters, that illegal voters should be thrown out. There should not be a single illegal voter voting for any candidate, irrespective whether they voted for BJP earlier or whether they voted for any other political party. We are absolutely clear that illegal voters should not be voting for any political party, be it any party. I'm not saying that illegal voters, if it is because we have won the election. Na? Recently we had won the election. So, but if there is some merit and if this exercise is being undertaken, then I'm sure that there is a possibility that there are some people who are illegal and they need to be, this needs to be verified, their credentials, their identity needs to be verified, and of course, once it is verified, if they are eligible voters, then they must vote.
But Dr. Islam, you're not understanding the question. Nobody's questioning. I'm not. But Dr. Islam, 1 second. Before I bring in our other two spokespersons, I want to ask you this question again. Nobody is questioning today the legality of this exercise or why it's being conducted. Nobody wants illegal voters. But having said that, if somebody is left on the basis of not being able to provide enough documents in time, there is something called redressal in this country, which is mandated by the Election Commission as well. Is 3 months' time enough for that redressal to take place? Many fear not.
See, this fear is unfounded because first list will be available on 1st of August. There will be enough time. And Election Commission is a dynamic process. If there is something which needs to be done, Election Commission will do it. Because at the end of the day, the Election Commission intention is that all the bona fide voters should be voting and they should exercise their franchise. But this kind of fear is being unnecessarily spread by opposition parties, because there are parties, particularly I'm talking about RJD, they bank on illegal voters. And that's why they are overly concerned, because otherwise they should not be any concerned, because
Mrityunjay
exercise
Tiwari,
is being undertaken by the
Dr.
Election
Syed
Commission.
Zafar Islam कह रहे हैं
One
कि-
last thing, last thing. So all I'm trying to tell you that BLA, they have to appoint BLA. Their BLA will ensure that every single eligible voters are being acknowledged and their name are in the roll of the list of the
मृत्युंजय तिवारी, डॉक्टर इस्लाम कह रहे हैं दिक्कत सिर्फ आप जैसी पार्टीज को हो रही है जिनका वोट बैंक इलीगल है।
देखिए, हमारे भाई जफर भाई ये बात अच्छी तरह जानते हैं कि इस बार 2025 के चुनाव में एनडीए की करारी हार हो रही है। 2-4 सर्वे आए, तो सारे सर्वे में तेजस्वी सरकार बन रही है और नीतीश जी की एनडीए की सरकार जा रही है। इससे बीजेपी बौखला करके चुनाव आयोग के माध्यम से वो सब खेल कराना चाहती है जो महाराष्ट्र में भी उन्होंने किया, दिल्ली में भी किया। अब इतने कम से वोटर रिवीजन पर किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन जो संशय की स्थिति है कि 25 दिनों में आप कैसे इसका रिवीजन करेंगे और कहां से डॉक्यूमेंट कागजात लाएंगे। लोग जो बाहर रहते हैं, जो गरीब हैं, बाढ़ का समय है, आधा इलाका तो बिहार का बाढ़ में बरसात में डूबा रहता है। अब आप कह रहे हैं कि माता पिता के प्रमाण पत्र लाने होंगे, आधार कार्ड को आपने मान्य नहीं किया है। तो ये जटिल समस्या का जो है सुगम तरीके से चुनाव आयोग निष्पक्षता से अगर चुनाव कराए, किसी को कोई परेशानी नहीं है। लेकिन चुनाव आयोग की जो मंशा है उस पर इसलिए सवाल खड़े हो रहे हैं, रोज नए नए वो गाइडलाइन जारी कर रहे हैं और खुद ही कंफ्यूज हैं। अब किनके इशारे पर कर रहे हैं, कहां से कर रहे हैं, ये पता नहीं। लेकिन चुनाव आयोग को ये समझना चाहिए कि चुनाव आयोग को किसी ने ये अधिकार नहीं दिया कि वो भारत की नागरिकता तय करे। चुनाव आयोग का धर्म है, कर्तव्य है, जिम्मेवारी, जवाबदेही है कि चुनाव आयोग ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को मताधिकार का प्रयोग करवाने का प्रयास करें, ज्यादा से ज्यादा वोटर बनाए।
जी
लेकिन चुनाव आयोग जिस तरह से बिहार में 25 दिनों के अंदर हड़बड़ी में है कि नहीं, हम वोट रिवीजन के नाम पर ये कागजात लाइए, वो कागजात लाइए, ये पॉसिबल नहीं है। 6 महीना पहले करा लेते अगर यही करना था, और समय ले लेते। ये सवाल इसलिए उठ रहे हैं कि आपकी मंशा जो है ये है गरीब वोटरों के अधिकार
जी
को छीनना, दलितों, वंचितों, अकलियतों, शोषितों के,
जी
युवाओं के वोट से वंचित करना। ये नहीं चल सकता। ये लोकतंत्र
चलिए
की
तिवारी
जननी है
जी,
बिहार। इसका
वापस
प्रतिकार
रुकते-
सड़क से लेकर अदालत तक होगा।
जी चलिए, राजीव रंजन जी, आई वांट टू ब्रिंग यू इन दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन, क्योंकि जो बात अभी तिवारी जी ने कही, मनशादी इंटेंट, उसको क्वेश्चन करा जा रहा है। डॉक्टर इस्लाम कह रहे हैं कि देखिए, सबके सब जो भी बिहार में हैं सब चाह रहे हैं, पूरी जनता चाह रही है कि ये रिवीजन हो, सिर्फ जो इलीगल्स हैं सिर्फ वो ही नहीं चाह रहे हैं। राजीव रंजन जी, आपको भी बखूबी पता है कि आपकी पार्टी के भी बहुत सारे वोटर्स हैं जो ये नहीं चाह रहे हैं। बहुत सारे वोटरों के पास सिर्फ एक आधार है, स्पेशली जो यूथ है।
देखिए, हमारी पार्टी का सवाल हो या भारतीय जनता पार्टी के मतदाता हो, मतदान वो किसको करेंगे उससे ज्यादा अहम है कि वैध मतदाता वो है। और आयोग को कल तक 4 करोड़ आवेदन मिल चुके हैं। इतनी हाय तौबा जो ये मचा रहे हैं, मतदाताओं को शुरुआती तौर पर 2 दिनों तक, 3 दिनों तक ये बरगला सकते थे। अंततः सब कुछ सामने में है और आयोग ने कोई आदेश में परिवर्तन तो किया नहीं, प्रक्रिया को सरल बनाया। और प्रक्रिया के सरलीकरण में अगर उन्होंने कहा कि आप बाद में डॉक्यूमेंट जब मांगे जाएंगे दिए जाएंगे, तो खुश होना चाहिए। इतनी बात तय है कि ठीक है, आयोग नागरिकता तय नहीं करे, लेकिन आयोग ये सुनिश्चित जरूर करेगा कि जो इस देश का नागरिक ही नहीं है वो कैसे वैध मतदाता हो सकता है। दोनों के अधिकार क्षेत्र अलग अलग हैं, नागरिकता तय करने वाली बॉडी दूसरी है, लेकिन इतनी बात तय है कि क्या दुनिया के किसी मुल्क में इस बात को सही ठहराया जा सकता है कि जो इस देश का नागरिक नहीं है वो मतदाता हो जाए? तो मुझे लगता है ये एक ऐसी महीन रेखा है जिसको ये समझते हैं,
राजीव रंजन जी,
समझने के बाद भी ना
एक सवाल करूंगी आपसे। आपको, आप ही की पार्टी के वोटर बहुत हैं जो हमारे एटलीस्ट ग्राउंड रिपोर्ट में पाए गए। आधार के जो आधार है, जो यूथ है उनके पास सिर्फ आधार है, क्योंकि अब प्रमाण हम सारी चीजों का आधार हो गया है। उनके पास ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं है जिनकी बात की जा रही है, तो आप उनको मान लेंगे कि वो इलीगल है?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, उनको 11 दस्तावेजों के जो विकल्प दिए गए उससे बिल्कुल साफ है कि जब आधे से ज्यादा मतदाता इस पूरी प्रक्रिया में, पहले ही 8 करोड़ मतदाताओं में 5 करोड़ के आसपास मतदाता, उनको किसी भी तरह के दस्तावेज देने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिवाय इसके, क्योंकि ये बार बार हम लोग बोलते हैं, दोहराव होता है, लेकिन उसके लिए क्या है, आप जो इलेक्ट्रल रोल में आप उसके स्क्रीनशॉट्स या उसकी जो प्रतिलिपि है उसको आपको लगाना है उस फॉर्म के साथ। बाकी मतदाताओं के लिए 11 विकल्प। 2003 के बाद जिनके माता पिता जब इस देश के मतदाता हैं, उनके पास बहुत सीमित दस्तावेज देने हैं। 87 के पहले वालों के लिए दूसरी श्रेणी है।
नहीं, ये तो पूरी जो मांगते हैं वो तो सबको पता है क्या कि उन 11 जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं उनमें क्या मांग रहे हैं। दिक्कत है बहुतों के पास वो डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं है। पर चलिए, मैं अमिताभ तिवारी को इसके बाद में I'll bring him back into this conversation once again. अमिताभ तिवारी, the fact is सर, मैं आपके पास फिर आऊंगी, मैं अभी आऊंगी, 1 मिनट दीजिए, सबके पास जाने दीजिए, फिर मैं आपके पास आऊंगी। अमिताभ तिवारी, the fact is the Mahagathbandhan in Bihar till now fragmented has found a new rallying cause. Let's just hark back visuals that came in just about an hour and a half ago. You had Rahul Gandhi, who was leading this march to the EC office in Patna with a constitution copy in hand. Somewhere down the line, that visual had got a tad bit jaded because election after election, it wasn't quite working. The emotive angle of all of this has given an impetus to that. Would you reckon that's correct?
Yeah, of course, it has become a rallying point for the Mahagathbandhan, and surprisingly earlier we used to see that Tejaswi Yadav was the only face of the Mahagathbandhan in Bihar, and now we see Tejaswi as well as Deepankar Bhattacharya from the Communist Party, the Congress Party's new state president, D. Raja, etc. So it shows that Mahagathbandhan also has a combined leadership, which it was lacking earlier. If you see in surveys, Tejaswi is leading in the CM ratings, but according to some surveys who are giving vote share projections, the NDA is ahead. It is primarily because of the fact that the NDA has a bigger bouquet, let's say, of leaders like Nitish, Chirag Paswan, Samrat Chaudhary, Manji, who cater to different sects and voting blocks and are adding those voting blocks. So that's one point which this controversy has helped the Mahagathbandhan to unite. Now the second point is that whenever such an issue is raised, it is fought in two courts. One is the Supreme Court, of course, the judiciary, and the other is the public court. And Rahul Gandhi has had this tendency of raising issues parallelly in public courts, be it a Chaukidar Chor hai or the Rafale issue, etc. So while the Supreme Court may or may not give decision in favor of the Mahagathbandhan would still continue to raise this as an issue, as it has been raising the issue of the Maharashtra and the Haryana elections. And this has caused some confusion for the credibility of ECI. When the CSDS asked people in 2024, to what extent do you trust the ECI? In 2019, 51% people trusted ECI to a great extent. That has fallen to 28% in 2024. So this is adding to the confusion and also creating doubts about the credibility of the ECI and the process.
You know, I'll bring back Dr. Syed Zafar Islam, because Dr. Islam, it was something that, Mr. Amitabh Tiwari and I were also speaking of in the last debate on the same issue. You know, look at the dichotomy of it all, Dr. Islam. On the EC website, if you want to register, you'll have to register from Form 6 as a new voter. There are three boxes that you have to tick. Number one, that you have to, of course, be an adult, 18 years of age. Number two, you have to give your proof of residence, preferably in the same constituency. And number three, that you need to be a citizen of this country. And you don't have to give any proof to be a citizen of this country. You have to provide only your Aadhaar for the earlier two tick boxes to check those. Now, if you understand the point that I'm trying to make, Dr. Islam, you keep adding new voters into this list, the same voter list where over, innumerable lakhs of voters were added, and I can give you the exact figure, in the state of Maharashtra on the basis of exactly this protocol, where only Aadhaar was needed. Till now, if I want to register as a new voter in this country, I fill in the Form 6, and that is the prerequisite, just my Aadhaar. But suddenly, when it comes to voter revision in Bihar, you're changing the goalpost. How does it work?
I think the Election Commission has a very solid and valid reason. Now the matter is in the court. I'm sure that they will speak about it. But why Aadhaar card is not being taken as a proof of your identity or nationality or the validity, or somebody can revalidate you as a voter, is something which is questionable as per ECI and based on their understanding and the concern they have. So to ensure that nobody uses this means of showing only the Aadhaar card and get away with that, that's why that Aadhaar card, instead of Aadhaar card, the other document which is
why is it that new voters continue to be registered on the basis of only those three prerequisites? And for that, the proof is only the Aadhaar. It's an irony, no? If you see if you go on the EC
as I said
website, that's what you need to be a new voter.
No.
But if you want to vote in Bihar, you need these 11 documents.
Preeti ji, that's what I'm saying. That each state perhaps will have a unique situation. Like for instance, Assam is a
Why,
border
sir?
state.
Illegals are illegals. Whether they vote in Delhi, whether they vote in Bihar, whether they vote in Maharashtra, Haryana, I would think that's the benchmark.
No, I'm saying that. So exactly. No. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was coming to that. So these exercise has been initiated now. It will be done in West Bengal, Assam, many other states, and all the other states of the country. So why there is a problem if Election Commission, which is the competent authority, if they are doing some exercise to ensure that only the valid voters should be recognized and revalidated, and their name should be in the roll of voters.
But like I said,
then
I'll tell you why
everybody
there's
should
so much
welcome.
distrust and
Since the matter is in
disaffection
the
where revision of roles comes into play. Because on the basis of what we discussed, only the 3 benchmarks, over 35 lakh voters were added in Maharashtra, which is of course another bone of contention, which the opposition and the Congress is fighting. So there is a fair amount of distrust there. Now there is distrust where you're re-revising the roles in Bihar on a completely different benchmark. So it doesn't quite add up. That's what I'm saying, perception-wise. Sujata Paul, I want to bring you in. The fact, Sujata Paul, is...
Preeti ji,
I'll come back to you, sir.
no,
I'll circle
just
back
10
to you.
seconds. On this, 10 seconds, Preeti ji. On 10 seconds only on Maharashtra, since you mentioned about Maharashtra, and I think you should do this back testing for all the other states. Then Maharashtra, that number of votes, new voters added in 2009, post-2009 general election, and then between 2009 general election and the state election, likewise in 2014, and the general election and the state election in 2019, and you will realize the least voters have been added in 2024
All right, irrelevant, sir.
election.
Nobody's talking
In
about
fact,
how many
number
more or how many less.
2014 and 2024 is only,
I'm not,
it is less than 3 lakh.
Dr.
So this is
Islam,
the exercise
like I
which
said,
is
the
which is-
perception,
no,
the
I'm saying
trust
that
deficit.
This is the regular exercise. This
Nobody is saying it's an irregular
That is-
exercise.
that-
so nobody is
that
questioning the
opposition is
legality
trying
of
to
this
mislead the
exercise.
people.
But the fact
I'm
is there
saying
there is a trust
That's
deficit,
what I'm
not
saying,
just
that
by the
opposition is
opposition, but
misleading
also with the
when
people.
in 2014
And
you can add number of people, in 2009 you
Islam,
can add number of voters.
No, sir.
Why
Acha,
can't
sir,
you can't
okay,
add
let me
in
move on.
2014? Why
Let me
does
move
the
on.
hue and cry in
Like I said,
2024?
Dr. Islam, let me move on. The trust deficit, unfortunately, is not just because of the opposition. It's also where the people are concerned. And Mr. Tiwari, which is Amitabh Tiwari ji, quoted figures there, where perception of the EC functioning has been lowered in the eyes of the people. Whether we like to admit it or not, it's a fact, data-driven fact. But Sujata Paul, I want to bring you in. The fact is, it can't be a pick and choose game, right? If it's good for the gander, it needs to be good for the goose. Why I say that? Role revision takes place in the state of Telangana. I can go back. I have those figures in the state of Karnataka. More about a month or two here and there at the same point of time in both the states. That wasn't questioned by the Congress.
No, but you know,
suddenly,
you also have,
these are being questioned by the Congress.
you have to understand, Preeti, that if an opposition rule state is there, we will be very, very vigilant, and there are less chances of the EC doing things as they wish, which they are doing under the pressure of the BJP very clearly. Why is it that the BJP is not asking the same questions that all of us are? That if Aadhaar card was valid earlier, how come it is not valid anymore? Why are they using this word illegal so lightly? If you look at Assam, in Assam, the data says that 19 lakh people under the NRC exercise were supposedly illegal according to the Assam government. And what happened when the matters went to the various tribunals and the courts? Then only 30,000 were supposedly foreigners, whether they deported them or what they did with them. But let us now understand that when we are talking about the people of Bihar, if they are out working during the monsoons, are the BJP along with the EC expecting them to return to Bihar and stand in lines? And the most important point, remember that it is the state's responsibility, the state's duty to prove that citizens are yours. The burden of proof here is being shifted from the state to the citizens to prove that they are citizens. What kind of logic is that? They need to explain. And Mr. Zafar Islam has not answered about the 20,000 posts of BLOs which still lie vacant. How is this exercise going to be done? Clearly,
Okay.
a state where people are uneducated, illiterate, poor, you expect them to stand in lines, get certificates made deliberately because you are against the marginalized. Last point. When you talk about those people who were, whose names were
Okay, no, one
included in
second.
this SIR in
Sujata Paul,
2003.
let me give you a figure.
Last point, Preeti, last point. There was a census carried out in 2001. This time there has been no census, and you're talking about an SIR. Isn't that a
Sujata
valid
Paul,
question?
let me ask you a question before I go to our other guests. Allow me to ask you this question. 2023 Karnataka elections that you won, right? The voter revision took place in January to December, 3 months, exactly the same time, before elections in the state of Karnataka. X number of new voters were added. The EC website can be contended to, gives a figure of 12 lakhs plus. Were new voters were added in 2023. The Congress had absolutely no problem with it, that it was taking place just 3 months, like in this case, and this was also a special revision. That was because one had already happened earlier in the month of February 2022, but because over a year had passed, then a new revision took place from November up to January 1st, 2023. No problem the Congress had that time, Sujata Paul.
No, tell me something. Did we shift from the Aadhaar card to these kind of documents?
Fair point.
Look at what we are talking about. You know, if you are going to make the process more difficult, we will question the EC. And do not
Okay.
forget that when we are talking about the EC, who are they to decide citizenship? I just heard somebody say that they can always check the citizenship. Well, it is your duty to get the citizenship checked beforehand by another
Okay,
body which
right.
is for checking
All right.
citizenship. Not
राजीव
the EC.
रंजन जी, all right, I want to go across to राजीव रंजन from the JDU. पहले आप जो अपना पॉइंट बनाना चाह रहे थे वो आप इसमें बना सकते हैं, पर राजीव रंजन जी सवाल तो ये है ना, आपको लगता नहीं है ये पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी की क्या जरूरत थी? जो आपका पूरा अलायंस है ठीक ठाक कर रहा था, जो सर्वेज आ रहे हैं उसमें स्ट्रॉन्ग पोजीशन पे था, ये पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी क्रिएट करके आपने एक नया एक पॉइंट दे दिया है, एक पोल एजेंडा दे दिया है जो महागठबंधन है। जैसे विजुअल्स आज आ रहे हैं, ये सिर्फ वही बात स्ट्रेंथन कर रहा है। क्या जरूरत थी इस सब की?
देखिए, ये तो आप बेहतर तरीके से समझ सकती हैं और आपने समझ करके ये सवाल पूछा कि हम लोगों ने लोकसभा में 40 में 30 सीटें जीती और जो बाई इलेक्शंस हुए उसमें चारों की चारों सीटें हमने जीती, जबकि 3 सीटें इनके पास थी। अभी अमिताभ जी अप्रूवल रेटिंग की बात कर रहे थे, कुछ सर्वेस का उन्होंने हवाला दिया। देखिए, अप्रूवल रेटिंग की बात तो छोड़ दीजिए, उसका कंपैरिजन तो किसी भी दूसरे परिणाम से हो नहीं पाता, लेकिन एग्जिट पोल्स को लेकर एग्जैक्ट नतीजे जब आते हैं तो एक बड़े सर्वे की एजेंसी को समेट देना पड़ा आपके ग्रुप को ही। तो इस तरह से हिंदुस्तान में अप्रूवल रेटिंग वगैरह को लेकर के कोई वैज्ञानिक पैमाना नहीं है जिस पर किसी को एज दिखता है कि उनको बढ़त है लोकप्रियता में। ये पूरी तरह से जो जनादेश है इससे प्रामाणिक कुछ भी नहीं, और प्रामाणिकता यही है कि हमने लोकसभा में 75% के स्ट्राइक रेट से जीता और दूसरी तरफ हम लोगों ने 100% के स्ट्राइक रेट से बाई इलेक्शन जीते। ये आखिरी चुनाव है जो आम चुनाव बिहार विधानसभा के होने जा रहे हैं उसके पहले। अब मैं आपके सवाल पर आ रहा हूँ। अभी मैं कांग्रेस को भी सुन रहा था। देखिए, ये हाय तौबा, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हाथ में लेकर चलना, अभी वो सारी चीजें भी, चूंकि पिछली बार मैं उस पर कह नहीं पाया था, लेकिन कांग्रेस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लेकर चल, मुझे लगता है ये किसी को समझ में नहीं आएगा। ये 50वीं वर्षगांठ है, इमरजेंसी की 50वीं वर्षगांठ हम मना रहे हैं। लोकतंत्र, संविधान, एक परिवार का शासन, लगातार जो बड़े बड़े जितने बड़े नेता हुए, देश को 3 प्रधानमंत्री और एक कांग्रेस का सबसे शक्तिशाली ने जिस वंश ने दिया, उसको लोकतंत्र की चिंता है, उसको संविधान की चिंता है।
An argument for
I'll
what
come
is
to you.
happening now?
इसे देखिए,
No, I'll come back to you.
बड़ी
ma'am.
बात
Allow
क्या
him to
है,
finish.
क्योंकि ये
सर 10 सेकंड
संविधान
जल्दी।
की प्रति लेकर के वो चल रहे थे, इस पर मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा, ये सब नैरेटिव करने की जो भी कोशिश करेंगे राहुल जी को कामयाबी नहीं मिलेगी। जमीनी
संविधान से दिक्कत है आपको?
Okay, I want to go-
अभियान
चलिए।
के साथ नहीं होते तो 4
Can I come
करोड़
in?
से
ठीक है।
ज्यादा कल शाम तक वो
चलिए, आई वांट टू ब्रिंग इन
अपने
मृत्युंजय
फॉर्म से
तिवारी,
जमा किए।
मृत्युंजय तिवारी फ्रॉम द आरजेडी। मृत्युंजय तिवारी जी, कल जो भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला होगा वो तो मंजूर होगा या उस पर भी दिक्कत होगी?
नहीं, दिक्कत क्या, हम लोग तो माननीय न्यायालय के फैसले को मानने वाले हैं। माननीय न्यायालय का जो भी फैसला होगा वो स्वीकार्य होगा, लेकिन कल फैसले आ जाते हैं, इसके बाद पता चलेगा। ये सब लोगों को, आप भी इस बात को समझ रही हैं कि जितना समय दिया गया है उसमें जितने कागजात मांगे जा रहे हैं, बिहार के बहुत सारे नौजवान हो, गरीब मजदूर सब बाहर भी रहते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग बाढ़ में परेशान रहते हैं। अब वो सारे कागजात आधार कार्ड को छोड़कर मांगे जा रहे हैं, इसका मतलब तो स्पष्ट है ना कि कहीं ना कहीं आपकी नीयत ठीक नहीं है, इंटेंशन में गड़बड़ी है। इसीलिए हम लोग सवाल उठा रहे हैं, अगर प्रतिकार नहीं किया जाएगा तो वोट के अधिकार को उससे वंचित अगर गरीबों को किया जाएगा तो ये लड़ाई है गरीबों के वोट के अधिकार के लिए। और आज पटना की सड़कों पर पूरे बिहार में जनसैलाब दिखा, लोग सड़कों पर उतरे प्रतिकार करने के लिए। बीजेपी केंद्र सरकार अगर खुद राजनीतिक लड़ाई नहीं लड़ पाती तो जांच एजेंसियों के माध्यम से, संवैधानिक संस्थाओं के माध्यम से ये लड़ाई लड़ती है। ये तो दिख ही रहा है कि चुनाव आयोग भी कठपुतली बनकर रह गई है केंद्र सरकार की। ये कैसे हो सकता है? ये लोकतंत्र की जननी बिहार में, ये बिहार कभी स्वीकार नहीं कर सकता। वोट के अधिकार को कोई नहीं छीन सकता है।
जी जी, और I'm going to give all our panelists the last 5 minutes, 1 minute each for them to put forward their point on how or what their party perspective is or how they perceive things are going to pan out at the back of what we're witnessing right now in Bihar. Amitabh Tiwari, to politically put this all in perspective, you did touch upon it right in the beginning of this debate, that of course, this is a rallying point which the Mahagathbandhan has formed, maybe give an impetus to the cause of the Samvidhan once again been built into the narrative. How do you see things pan out, irrespective of what the court says tomorrow?
No, essentially, this issue will be raised by the Mahagathbandhan, and now we will have to see actually how many voters are denied of their rights to vote due to whatever issues. Correct? Because Rajiv Ranjan ji mentioned that around 4 lakh voters have already submitted the documents, but 4.9 crore voters do not need to submit any document. Correct? They need to just submit the enumeration form because their name is already there in the 2003 list. There are the bigger questions are, what is the objective of this special intensive review? Correct? And if the objective is illegal, to weed out illegal immigrants, because that is the word most heard, then it is a nationwide issue. This cannot be confined just to Bihar. That is number one. It needs to be done nationwide. Secondly, at the time of enrollment of voters itself, the ECI needs to strengthen its procedures so that illegal voters do not become voters or are not enrolled in the list. Because if the ECI is today saying that there are a lot of illegal voters who have been added to the list, who has added those voters?
True.
It is the ECI itself, inadvertently because of documents, etc. Today, you can become a new voter just on the basis of Aadhaar in this country. You just need Aadhaar and you can become a voter. Correct? But then you cannot ask or should not be asking this list of 11 documents to prove that you are a voter. Because if you ask these 11 documents, perhaps 35 lakh voters in Maharashtra or any other state which you were may not be added to the list at all. Correct? So this should be done at a pan-India level, and the Election Commission should announce that this will be done before the state elections of each state in this 5-year cycle. Otherwise, all these accusations by the opposition will be made and political reasons will be given to it.
Dr. Syed Zafar Islam, I think Mr. Amitabh Tiwari summed it up quite well, because otherwise, Dr. Islam, then this exercise looks discriminatory, sir, only where Bihar is concerned.
I'm sure that you are aware, and Mr. Amitabh Tiwari is aware, that it is not only made exception, Bihar has been made exception. It is not only for Bihar, but all the other states, and it will happen for all the other states of the country. 6 states have already been announced, and this exercise will be conducted in 6 states, and later all the states of India will be going through this exercise as well. So it is unfair to make this kind of statement that it is discriminatory in process or in nature. But it is an exercise which I am sure that the Election Commission has thought through, and why it is important to conduct and undertake such exercise, purely because they want to eliminate illegal voters from the voter list, and that is something which needs to be appreciated by every political party. The people of the state and the country as a whole are supporting this initiative because they all know that illegal, unauthorized, those who do not qualify to become a voter should not be voting and exercising their franchise.
So Jata Paul, 1 minute, ma'am, your time starts now.
Yes.
Make your point.
Yes. I just heard the JDU spokesperson say that ये आखिरी चुनाव होगा. नहीं जी, ये आखिरी चुनाव नहीं होगा. ऐसे बहुत सारे चुनाव आएंगे और जाएंगे, और संविधान सर्वोपरि रहेगा. संविधान के हिसाब से चलना पड़ेगा. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से आपको दिक्कत क्या है, ये आपने नहीं बताया. और राहुल गांधी जी सड़कों पर रहते हैं, लोगों के साथ मिलते हैं, जनता की आवाज उठाते हैं. आप अगर लोकतंत्र में विश्वास करते, जेडीयू के प्रवक्ता को मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ, तो आप लोगों के ऊपर लाठियां ना भाजते. और जो 2001 के बाद 2003 के बाद वोटर बनना चाहते हैं या बने, उसमें आप ये भी बता दीजिए कि 2014 के बाद जो बने, उनके नाम तो इसी सरकार के दौरान ही डाले गए ना, इसी के द्वारा भी, और इसी के ऊपर तो हम तब से आरोप लगाते रहे हैं. तो आज अगर उनके नाम हटाए जा रहे हैं तो आपको दिक्कत क्यों नहीं हो रही, ये आपको बताने की जरूरत है. और कोर्ट हो, जनता हो, हमें सब पे विश्वास होता है, बट कोर्ट जो है उसमें प्रक्रिया होती है. अगर एक जगह रिड्रेसल न मिले तो आगे भी जाया जा सकता है.
ऑलराइट, राजीव रंजन जी 1 मिनट अपना रखिए जो आपका पॉइंट है.
देखिए, मैंने तो कहा ही नहीं है किसके लिए मैंने कहा कि ये उनका आखिरी चुनाव है. मैंने तो किसी के लिए नहीं कहा है.
चेक कर
मैंने
लीजिएगा.
कहा इस देश को 3 प्रधानमंत्री और अभी कांग्रेस के सबसे शक्तिशाली नेता को देने वाला एक वंश इस देश में लंबे समय तक सत्ता में रहा.
Ma'am, allow the same courtesy. Can I just get Rajiv Ranjan ji? Ma'am, allow the same courtesy that you were extended. Can I just get Rajiv Ranjan ji? Sir, make your
मैंने तो
point.
किसी के लिए नहीं कहा. लोकतंत्र है. आप चुनाव में जब आते हैं, आप आगे भी अगर चुनाव लड़ना चाहेंगे, कौन रोक सकता है आपको? इस देश का लोकतंत्र और इस देश का संविधान इतना शक्तिशाली है कि वो राजनीतिक दलों की घृणा, उनके मन की वितृष्णा इससे काफी ऊपर है. लेकिन मैं एक बात जरूर कहूंगा, आज अगर आपका न्यायपालिका में यकीन होता तो कल सुनवाई है, ये मनोवैज्ञानिक दबाव बनाने के लिए आपने पटना में इतने लोगों को बुलाया था. ये कोर्ट को भी समझना होगा कि इस तरीके से अगले दिन सुनवाई का इंतजार भी आप नहीं कर सकते थे, और आपने लोगों को पटना में जमा करके और ईसीआई के खिलाफ नारेबाजी की.
All right, I want to bring in the RJD spokesperson, Mr. Tiwari. Make your point, sir. अब अपना point रखिए.
देखिए, हमारा स्पष्ट मानना है कि चुनाव आयोग को अपनी जिम्मेवारी, जवाबदेही को समझना चाहिए. निष्पक्षता से चुनाव कराए जाने चाहिए. इसके पहले भी कई चुनाव हुए हैं. पिछले 2020 के बिहार विधानसभा चुनाव में भी हम लोग जीत रहे थे, हमारा गठबंधन जीत रहा था, लेकिन कहीं 7 वोट, 12 वोट, 20 वोट से हरा दिया गया. ये तंत्र के माध्यम से लोकतंत्र नहीं चलेगा, जनतंत्र चलेगा. जनता मालिक है, और इस जनतंत्र को अगर खत्म करने की मंशा केंद्र की मोदी जी की सरकार रखती है तो उनको खामियाजा भुगतना पड़ेगा.
बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you for all for joining us this evening. We're going to let it be. All eyes on the top court of the country. We will tomorrow know whether this exercise that is continuing as we speak by the Election Commission in Bihar of role revision will continue, or will there be a stay on it. All eyes tomorrow. The politics, of course, continues.